Hi folks, I want to talk to you about concealed carry guns, and man, do you have a lot of them. You've got Carr is making them, Taurus has got their Slimline series out, great pistols. Of course there's Kel-Tec that's running the leading industry in this stuff. Kimber has got some concealed carry guns, Ruger's got them, Glock's got them, just so many different options that you have available. And when it comes to concealed carry pistols, my biggest suggestion is get an idea of what you want, and then find somebody that's got one that you can look at and maybe even shoot. If you've got your heart set on a Glock 27, which is what I carry, and you may not like the gun. I mean, a lot of folks complain of how wide the grips are, and they just don't like them once they get them. My suggestion is take a look at them before you actually purchase them, because once you purchase them, you're stuck with them until you sell them. And if you do try to sell them, you're not going to get your full money out of them. So kind of hunt around, get an idea of what you want, but I'm going to give you some suggestions of what to look for. And this is not specifically going to be brand specific, but I am going to show you what I do carry and why I carry them. Now, concealed carry weapons, when it comes to a concealed carry pistol, it's a good rule of thumb that you want to carry the most powerful cartridge that you can carry in the smallest amount of package. In other words, you want to be able to put big bang in your pocket. The bare minimum for being able to stop an assailant and almost instantly is going to be like a 9mm. And the reason I'm saying this is experts say that a 9mm has the potential of shattering bone, and that's what you need when you're going to carry. Now, not to say that 380 and 32s are not going to do the job. They will. And they're made, 32 and 380s are even way smaller than what I'm fixing to show you here. What I'm dealing with is a little more powerful concealed carry options. 357 Magnums, 40 cal, and 9mm are my favorites. 45 makes, there's a lot of 45 ACPs, and that's a good round. It'll put a man down in a hurry. But my choices again is 40 cal, and the reason for 40 cal is because of the fact that it's extremely available and it's available everywhere. 9mm, still it's relatively cheap and it's easy to find. 357 Magnum, a little harder to come by, but if you buy a 357 you can shoot 38s, and that's cheap to shoot. There's a suggestion on when it comes to your carry ammo. I would suggest that you do not reload your carry ammo. When you carry your ammo, you make sure that you, and this is just a personal suggestion, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. When you carry your weapon, carry factory loaded ammunition. And the reason for this is, in the event that you happen to actually have to use your weapon to defend yourself or your family, then you don't want some unscrupulous lawyer to come along and go, oh, well, he shot my client with a modified round, so therefore we're not going to prosecute the client or the defendant. We're going to prosecute the guy that shot him. So you don't want to run into that option. You want to eliminate that possibility. So only use factory loaded ammunition. One surefire way to accomplish this, to where there's no dispute whatsoever, is to buy Blazer aluminum case ammunition, because their aluminum case stuff is non-reloadable. That way, if they look at it and recover the cases, they know for a fact that even though that you're a reloader, there's no way you reloaded that ammunition. And that'll be protecting your own skin. Okay, now I'm going to introduce the guns that I carry. I carry three different, actually I carry two specific ones that I carry all the time, and the other one's my wife's that I just bought her a couple of months ago. And I'm going to go ahead and tilt this thing down so that you can see it right in front of me here. Whoops. Alright, my first one here is a Kel-Tec PF9. This is a full power 9mm pistol. This pistol holds 8 shots of full power 9mm. Now, Kel-Tec says that it will shoot plus P ammo, however, not with continuous use. And what that translates to, and I talked to a Kel-Tec rep, is shoot it, make sure it functions, and carry it. Don't shoot any more. Although shooting the occasional plus P round through it's not going to hurt the gun, but it will cause premature wear. This pistol weighs 12, I think it's 12.5 ounces empty, so they're extremely lightweight. You can Kel-Tec offers this pocket clip here, which makes it easy to carry Mexican style if you carry without a holster. It's got about a 5-pound trigger pull, and it's double action only. And I'm going to show you that this is in fact unloaded. There's the unloaded magazine, and I'm locking the breech back. You can see there's no ammo in there. These are really crisp little guns to shoot. It's not a recreational shooter, but these will definitely get the job done. They're very compact, easy to carry. You can carry them in the front pocket of a pair of jeans if you need to. Very good option. Now, I like to carry this thing strictly because of its size and weight, because it is so concealable. But when, as far as durability and longevity goes, Kel-Tec claims that these things are good for about 6,000 rounds. Heaven forbid you'll probably never put that kind of ammunition through this. On the other hand, this is a Glock Model 27 and 40 cal. This pistol here can shoot tens of thousands of rounds without any adverse problems. Absolutely fantastic little pistol. This pistol runs, this is what I try to carry as often as I can when I have the room to do it. Now, when compared to the Kel-Tec, you can see that the size is extremely close, even right down to the end of the grip. The difference is going to be the thickness. You can see how much thicker the Glock is. Now, of course, the difference here is this is a 8-shot 9mm cartridge pistol. This is an 11-shot with the pierced mag extension. This is an 11-shot pistol. Without that pierced mag extension, you still got 10 shots in this thing. On the other option, this is my wife's Ruger SP101 tallow, and you can see this has got the tallow engraving all over it. And I removed the factory grips and put opted for these Hogue Cocobolos. And don't let that gun scare you. Even though it's a .357 Magnum, it's extremely easy to shoot. Very accurate, will get the job done nicely. Now, the thing that you have to understand, this is a 5-shot revolver, and in order to get the same number of that was lubed with Militech, by the way. See how smooth that is? In order to get the same amount of firepower that my Glock carries, that means I would have to carry a speed loader for this pistol. And so you would have to have a loaded a loaded cylinder and a speed loader just to get 10 rounds of .357 Magnum. When you can get 11 rounds of 40 cal in that pistol, and both of them weigh about the same. On the other hand, you've got the 9mm that holds 8 shots in a package that don't weigh nowhere near as much, and it's in a lot smaller package, a lot easier to carry. Alright, now, price. Kel-Tec PF9, about 300 bucks. Give or take a few bucks. Now, I mean, you can find them online. You can get them on Gunbroker for about $265. Now, this is the Parkerized finish on this one, so for about $265. But by the time you do transfer and all of that mess, shipping and everything, you're still up around $300. The Glock is about 500 bucks anywhere you go. Whether you get it online or whether you pick it up at Academy or something along the lines of that, you're going to expect to pay about $500. The SP101. Standard SP101 with the rubber grips, I think sells for around $5.99. But this tallowed version with all of the engraving and everything sells for $6.99. So it's about $100, give or take about $150 more than the standard SP101. And of course, you have to opt for these type of grips because it comes with a much smaller grip. A lot of people like them though. All right. Now, for the Kel-Tec, even though this thing will handle plus P ammunition, it doesn't really like plus P. It has a tendency to want to hang up, and it's kind of brutal to shoot because it's such a light pistol. Any cartridge like 147 grain jacketed hollow point has a tendency to want to nosedive and stovepipe, and so I don't prefer to shoot that stuff. What I use is standard pressure 115 grain defensive hollow points. That's all I use in this, and it shoots great and it gives you plenty of firepower. The Glock pretty much don't care what you put through it. You can buy the cheapest hollow points. Now, I like using hollow points. You can buy the cheapest hollow points that you can buy, and that Glock is going to digest it. I haven't seen much of anything that a Glock won't tear through. The double action revolver, doesn't really matter what ammo you shoot through it. It'll shoot anything. Now, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've missed. I've covered cost, covered the type of ammo to use, covered what I choose. Well, basically, folks, I mean, when it comes to concealed carry guns, you're really, it's whatever you want to carry, whatever's comfortable for you. If you're a dedicated concealed carry person, then it really doesn't matter the size of the pistol because you're going to carry it. But here, think about this. If you purchase a pistol, let's say that you've always wanted a 1911. 1911s are great. I want to buy one, but I just don't have the cash right now. But if you've got your heart set on a 1911 and you want to try to carry that thing, you have to be really dedicated to understand that it's a big pistol. It's hard to conceal. And there's some different options that you have to do as far as how to conceal it. It can be done. There's crossbreed holsters that swears that they can conceal them. You can buy one of these pocket clips that you can conceal them inside the waistband. It can be done, but I just want you to understand that it has everything to do with what you want to carry. If you're going for deep concealment, and what I mean by deep concealment is actually being able to put something in your pocket to where no one knows that you've got it. You want to be able to carry something as small as I think it's a New England, North American Arms. North American Arms makes these tiny, tiny little 22 revolvers. The things are so small you can almost swallow them. I mean, they're ridiculously small, and they make them as powerful as a 22 Magnum. I don't recommend them. I don't really like them. I don't like the fact that they don't have a trigger guard, but they are a neat little pistol, and I got a buddy of mine that carries one all the time. I don't really care for them too much though. 380, 32, that's another option. You can carry the 32 auto. It's a powerful little round for what it is. The 380 is a very, very popular round, but the reason I don't prefer a 380, even though I really like the round is I feel is powerful, and they can put them in, for crying out loud, they got the Ruger LCP and the little Kel-Tec 3AT. Very, very small. Man, you can buy a lanyard and hang that thing around your neck. It's just insane how small and lightweight they are. But during the time, I want to say in early of 2009, when all the ammunition got so scarce, 380 was the first to go. I mean, it seemed like for months you couldn't find 380, and when you did, man, it was like $100 a box. People were wanting just an exorbitant amount of price for it. So I kind of shied away from getting a 380, even though I really liked the round, and I stuck with a 9mm, and I'm glad I did. 9mm is a lot more plentiful, but even during the bullet shortage, 9mm was hard to find. I mean, it got to the point to where you could go to Walmart, of all places, and not be able to find 9mm on the shelf. And I'm talking about even ball ammo. Now it's fairly relatively available. 40 caliber Smith & Wesson, on the other hand, it didn't seem to matter how bad the ammunition sales got, or how good they got, and how hard people were having trouble finding ammunition. It seemed like every time I went to the store, they had ample supply of 40 cal, and that was actually the purchasing point of the reason I bought my Glock 40 caliber. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, and I'm going to do some more videos in a little bit more detail about this as time goes on. And if you've got any questions, give me a holler. I'd be happy to answer them. If you've got any suggestions, I want to hear them, because we're all in this together, folks. We are Americans, and we've got to stand by our Second Amendment rights, or they're eventually going to be taken away from us. And that being said, I'm going to lead that into my next video. And you guys take care, and God bless.